It was an absolute contrast, like, the excitement every morning coming here versus the absolute dread of going to, like, the previous PHP program. It was a chore every day. It was something that you did not look forward to. It was incredibly clinical, and that was from only what he could describe, because I never saw the inside of that building. There was no opportunity for group or, like, immersion from outside family or outside support.
It just was very different from the beginning, which was kind of jarring, but also, hope inspiring. It's like, all right, well, maybe this won't suck as bad because it's so different.
Sandstone was like the first sense of community that I had in Illinois. I wasn't the patient, but I still had immersion in family therapy and felt like I was equipped to support him better, but also equipped to like support our relationship better.
We were doing family sessions together not because we thought there was an issue with the relationship or necessarily with that. It was just to do it and have better understanding and learn how to communicate and love each other even better than we did in the first place, And so we had individual sessions with our family therapists and every week, as well as we did the family group therapy. Being able to do that together and including her in my mental health care has just made everything better and everything stronger.
The previous place that he had gone was described as like very clinical. I dropped him off in the parking lot and it was very stereotypical. Like you think psych ward, that's what it looked like.
Yeah.
And then here, I don't know, it's like it's sprawling. Everyone has their own offices, but there's a group space and everyone gets to take advantage of the group space.
There's a difference between like here when you walk in, you're like greeted and welcomed by whoever's just wandering the hallways, regardless of where you're going, And it's not a very big facility, but I think that lends to it being so homey as well. Like it's just like, where everyone is, where everything is. The thing about this place that's like the most like, I guess, inviting when you first get here is you figure out pretty quickly that there's not really any closed doors in this building, as opposed to when you're like, or at least my experience rather, with PHP program and like hospitalization. Like I would walk into my PHP facility and because I was PHP, I obviously was allowed to come and go, but I'd walk in and like have to type in the code to be buzzed in and like get in, and then there's a second set of doors, and then my code wouldn't work until my PHP time was over to be able to leave the building. But I feel like they're very transparent here. Every single person that works here has been very transparent about everything that's going on.
There's like a less clinical approach and more of like a community approach. And I think, I don't know, it just makes it easier.
It's laid back in a way that's not lazy, but in a way that's like inviting. We could go into a group session being like, hey, this is what we're going to cover today. Cool. Somebody wants to talk about something else and process something else, and we get sidetracked for 2 hours on that conversation. That's fine. And that's what we do. And that person gets what they need out of it and vice versa. Like everyone contributes to the conversation. And it feels like, your voice is not only like heard, but it is allowed to be projected here. I feel like nothing is ever like hardwired to the T where it can't be worked around for the benefit of everybody, really. This is a great place to make your first step. First of all, the range of offering. I know it's the IOP program and the PHP program, but like sometimes navigating like always navigating the mental health world is a nightmare. If you can come in here and like, even if you don't know if you need to be an IOP program or something yet, being in an IOP program that will help introduce you to like all the facets of what goes into it. And this is a very welcoming and easy environment. Everyone is willing to explain everything to you here and like walk you through the ropes of kind of what's going on. But in it, you realize what kind of resources are available to you, and then also now have these connections and ways of, advocating for yourself and taking care of yourself because of what you can learn here. And I think it's a great place to start because of that. It's just inviting, and like I said, the doors are all open and they'll answer any questions.